Hey everybody, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. And today we're talking about something way overdue, way needed. We're talking about some of the less known, unspoken about, not really publicized in the newspaper, cities in Northwest Arkansas. So let's talk about that. But before we begin, if you could like this video and also subscribe, that would make the world of difference. I try to produce as much content as humanly possible about Northwest Arkansas. Obviously. So obviously you're checking out Northwest Arkansas, seeing what all the hype is about, why are all the cool people moving to Northwest Arkansas, what's going on here. And so maybe you haven't had time to make the trip here to Northwest Arkansas. So what I went ahead and did is made something called the Northwest Arkansas, the NWA Starter Pack. And it is exactly what it sounds like. It is a starter pack for all things NWA. It talks about the schools. It talks about all the cool things that happen here. It talks about all the mountain biking trails. It comes with maps. It comes with all the cool things with the hospitals, all the different startups. It comes with everything you'd need, literally a starter pack to start in Northwest Arkansas. It also comes with your first free mountain bike. So if you enter your information below, obviously your name, address, phone number, all the things that would need to ship this starter pack to you, I'll get it out my door right away, right to your home. And the really cool thing about this is the fact that it's also my favorite 4-letter F word, free. So go ahead and enter your information below and I'll make sure to get this shipped out to you right away. And the first one we need to talk about is Pea Ridge. Pea Ridge is in like the northern eastern section of Northwest Arkansas, connected right to Bentonville. The thing that I really appreciate about Pea Ridge is the fact that housing there is quite affordable. That's a big plus. Also, on top of that is only one direct road to Bentonville. So I'm not saying like it's a bad road. It's just more of like it's quick access to Bentonville. So people that want to live in around the Northwest Arkansas area and want that direct connection to Bentonville, it's about maybe like 11 to 15 minutes depending where you end up in Pea Ridge. It is a direct connection right to Bentonville. And on top of that, you're connected right to Bella Vista. So what's really cool is that you can just kind of pop over to Bella Vista and jump on the back 40, jump on the Little Sugar Trails, jump on whatever going there in Bella Vista. Now, obviously, you don't have those certain rights in Bella Vista. Like you don't have lake rights, you don't have other certain rights to the gym memberships, and you don't have that cheaper, more affordable golf course rights over in Bella Vista. But what you do have is that direct connection access to obviously Bentonville and also Bella Vista. The other really cool thing about Pea Ridge, beyond the affordable housing, is the fact that there's that experimental actual drone delivery service in Pea Ridge from Walmart. So they have Zipline there. So if you live anywhere in Pea Ridge, you can have drone delivery service right in your backyard for any sort of products at Walmart. Obviously, they have to have a weight pattern. You're not dropping dressers from the sky. But in the future, that'd be kind of cool. Actually, no, that'd be kind of terrible, actually. But what you can do is you can have drone delivery service right in Pea Ridge. So if you want quick items from the actual Walmart in Pea Ridge, right to your home, super cool stuff. Also, when it comes to more like investment standpoint, Pea Ridge is going to be definitely a higher growth area in the next couple of years or so, because as Northwest Arkansas grows, there's that direct connection to Bentonville. Just like other cities in the area, if they're actually directly connected to one of the major cities, there are going to be definitely some higher growth patterns in the near future as more people move here and people don't want to be in the downtown sections of Bentonville and they want more affordable housing, or they want to be off the beaten path a little bit away from those kind of key areas. Pea Ridge is a high growth area, and I assume that in the next couple of years or so, some of those major roads that are coming from either Bella Vista or to Bentonville, they'll be growing as well. So there's going to be some growth in that actual key infrastructure happening very soon. And number two, you definitely need to pay attention to if you are thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas. The number 2 area is Farmington. So Farmington is a subset of Fayetteville, honestly. It's on the west side of Fayetteville, and it's almost like one of those cities where you've probably seen this before, where you kind of go from one city to another city and you never even knew that you changed. Same thing happens with Fayetteville to Farmington. There's no gap between the two. And so one of the things that is fascinating about Farmington is the fact it's kind of like tucked away in the base of Mount Kessler. And on top of that, they have a lot of really cool, fun, kind of small businesses here in Farmington directly. The thing that is also really cool about Farmington is that quick access to 49. It takes just minutes to get from Farmington to 49. So if you do actually end up working off of 49 at one of the bigger, obviously, businesses around here, just know that direct access is right there for actual Farmington. Another cool subset when it comes to Farmington and also that Fayetteville kind of called corridor is they are expanding that major road that directly connects to here. It's called MLK. And so they are expanding that because a lot of traffic does come through actual MLK, and it does kind of get backed up certain parts of the day itself. They are expanding that. Obviously, without a doubt, Farmington is more affordable housing in comparison to like downtown Fayetteville or other parts of Fayetteville or Bentonville. So just know that if you are ending up in Farmington, know that housing is more affordable. Asterisk, just like Pea Ridge, Farmington does have that kind of cool delivery service, but instead of like in Pea Ridge, they have the actual plane. They shoot them off from the top of Pea Ridge Center over there. In Farmington, they actually do the experimental drone delivery service where they actually like fly the drone up and it drops it from the actual sky from above. So kind of one half dozen the same. They're experimenting with all this stuff around here. So just know that Farmington is more affordable housing, really direct connection to 49. So your easy access from house to 49 up to work, or if you want to go up and play up in Bella Vista or Bentonville, know that that's direct access too. Whoa. Before we jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. So maybe you're looking to move down to Northwest Arkansas and you're using things like Realtor.com or Zillow.com. Way too slow. The notifications, way too slow. So I made something called Instant Home Updates. Sounds exactly what it does. Instant Home Updates. Wild concept, I know. I just want to make sure that you don't miss a single home or rental in the Northwest Arkansas area. So enter your information below, square footage, price point, bedrooms, bathrooms, the whole thing. And I'll make sure you don't miss a single listing, a single rental in the Northwest Arkansas area. Also, if you want to keep up to date with all things Northwest Arkansas, all the things that are cool, things happening here, every single Friday I send an email out just talking about like comedians, businesses, all the cool things that happen through here, all the things that you might just miss through, sometimes Facebook, other places. That email goes out every single Friday and I kind of cover all things Northwest Arkansas. So if you want to keep up to date with all those things, enter your email below and I'll send it out every single Friday. Just a little bit of letting you know that you might get a little fear of missing out. So a little FOMO. But what I do promise is that you'll be the most informed person eventually when you make your way down to Northwest Arkansas. And we're moving down the line, down MLK, away from Fayetteville. We're talking about Prairie Grove next. So one of the interesting things when it comes like the fight between Farmington versus Prairie Grove is the fact that Farmington really doesn't have like a downtown section. It's kind of notorious for just kind of being a pass-through town. Hopefully they change that in the future, but at the moment, Prairie Grove has a fantastic downtown section. It is definitely a tourist attraction for Prairie Grove itself. So if you're looking for affordable housing, if you're looking for kind of a fun thing to do on the weekends when it comes to, if you want to obviously live in the city and have a downtown section, Prairie Grove is a very interesting place to live. They have really cool parks systems down there. They have a really good aquatic center. They have really affordable housing. They have kind of tucked away in the country a little bit. It's really cool with Prairie Grove because it's kind of like this picturesque setting where you see Mount Kessler in the background and you're kind of seeing that corridor of mountains coming together. So it's really cool to be in that kind of Prairie Grove sense. Some of the interesting things with Prairie Grove is that it's a little bit of a hike if you do work at Walmart. Obviously from Prairie Grove to Bentonville can be a little bit of a hike. Obviously, you do have direct connection to 49, but it is a longer bit of a drive from like Prairie Grove to 49. So it's probably 10, 15 minutes depending where you end up in Prairie Grove. But just know if you kind of want that tucked away setting, obviously Prairie Grove is on the higher growth pattern of Northwest Arkansas because it does have that direct connection to 49, plus housing is affordable, plus it has a great downtown section. So it is in a higher growth trajectory as we speak. So it's really cool if you kind of want that halfway in between section where you want a little bit more like things going on in the downtown section and you want close access to 49, definitely check out Prairie Grove. And we're moving farther down MLK over to Lincoln. So the thing about Lincoln is that it's a small town. So if you want a small town, really no downtown section, you want to really beat off the beaten path, really close to Oklahoma, you're starting to push on the outskirts of Northwest Arkansas, definitely check out Lincoln. This place is perfect for someone who wants to work in the country or starting to get a little country, but still have like a couple amenities like a small grocery store, Harps, or if you want something like a gas station, just know that Lincoln is right there for you. The other advantages that I do want to talk about this with Lincoln, and there's obviously a lot of smaller cities in Northwest Arkansas similar to Lincoln, but the thing that makes Lincoln kind of different is the fact that it does feed off of Prairie Grove, it does feed off Farmington, and it does still feed off Fayetteville. Now, the distance between Lincoln and Fayetteville can be 25 minutes, 20 minutes, roughly around there. So just know it is quite a bit of a drive, and just know that going from Lincoln to Bentonville, it will be a hike no matter what. So really, obviously, Lincoln definitely feeds off of Fayetteville. So just know that if you do want to end up in Lincoln, there's definitely great country property. There's a lot of acreage out there. There are definitely some bigger kind of homes out there that have built out some, I would say, compounds, so to speak, out in Lincoln. But just know that if you are going to be living in Lincoln, you're definitely going to be feeding off Prairie Grove, Farmington, also definitely Fayetteville is going to be the nightlife out there. All right, so now we're moving off MLK and going up closer to Springdale Rogers. So there's an area called Lowell. Funny name to say, so it's called Lowell. Lowell, not Lowell. That was my mistake when I first moved here, but Lowell. And the thing about Lowell is that it's kind of wedged between, next to Springdale, kind of Rogers, kind of wedged in between there. The cool thing is that it's kind of, first of all, unknown. The other thing that I really appreciate about Lowell is the fact that it's really close to Mount Fitzgerald. So Mount Fitzgerald is like the Kessler version of Fayetteville. It's the slaughter pen of Bentonville. And so it's a really cool mountain biking place, kind of technically in Springdale, Lowell area, right around there. So just know this, but it's cool is the fact that you are really, really close to Mount Fitzgerald. But the only other thing is that if you are in Lowell, you're going to be about maybe 7 to 10 minutes away from 49. Just know that there is like obviously a mountain biking place out there, Mount Fitzgerald. And also what's really cool is that it's really close to Beaver Lake. So if you do want the kind of sweet balance between Mount Fitzgerald, so mountain biking, and also like kind of close to Beaver Lake, just know that that's definitely an option. But the thing that's really fascinating about Lowell is kind of unknown. Like really people don't know about it, obviously. But the cool thing is that housing is very affordable there and mostly based on the name of the city itself. Like if you have a house in Springdale, Rogers, Fayetteville, Bentonville, not a problem. Lowell, what's Lowell? But so if you kind of want that sweet balance between being closer to 49, you want the mountain biking scene, you want the Beaver Lake scene, just kind of maybe 15, 10 minutes away. Just know that Lowell is right there. So definitely check out Lowell when you're in Northwest Arkansas. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you are thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itinerary link below. Maybe you're an adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie. Maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids. There's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. So go ahead and download it, use when you get down here. Also, when you do get down here, I can give you the $10 tour so I can kind of show you around the whole area. Plus, we can check out some homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar will go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.